of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year, but with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Fletchboy. Catch made on the right side. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
And the Gators will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that 1st down to keep this drive alive early in this game. The offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The Gators looking to cash in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Down he goes, a sack.
Now, the offense trying to go play action there, but how about the big man in the middle? This defensive tackle showing you he's athletic as well. Gets to the quarterback, comes up with a big sack.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Fletchboy. Caught, completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitching catch.
8th play of the drive coming up. What a long way to go on 3rd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a 1st down, and now it's 4th down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the 1st down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that 1st down marker.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they look to the right. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Scanning the field, it's Ward. Finds an open target on the left side.
Third down was complete. Runs out of bounds at the 46. Now, a fourth down. Number 94 on to kick it away. That's the end of the first quarter.
And the Canes will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 25. The Florida offense retakes the field, looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Oh, what a move. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Gators will have first and 10 here. And now they'll run it on the draw. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Empty set now, 5 wide. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Well, there's the stiff arm. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Gators pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. On first down, it's play action. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Now it's second down here. Back to throw. It's Lagway. He's running out of time here. He's got a first down and more. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
1st and 10 play coming up. They're going to run it here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Gators are in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the 2nd down play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback in the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead.
That makes the score Florida 10, Miami 0.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick off.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. To the air, it's Ward. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. We come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking for some space. It's Martinez. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner will be brought down. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Grab down the middle. It's Arroyo. Tackle made after the completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the receivers got it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Ward. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught quickly. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Gators offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick catch over the middle. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
At the 39-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their...
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away first. Desperately wanted to attempt a return, but instead they'll take the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
Is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Sellers. He finds his man. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll line up for a second down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Man, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. It's a fumble. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
And just when you thought the worst was over, the first drive they fumble it, and on the second drive they fumble it. 2 drives, and they can't hold on to the football.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. To throw, it's Fletchboy. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Line getting set on 2nd down. catch in the middle. It's Simon. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gives it to the back on the draw. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Fletchboy. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And it's good from 58 yards out.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Pulls and fires complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the dive and the grab along the right sideline.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Got it behind the line. It's Bennett. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. The aerial assault continues. Looking left. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have a threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, it's Brown. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the tailback. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Fletchboy. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Keeps looking downfield. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Now on second down. The run to the right. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Brown. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, it just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting over this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Sellers. It's complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off-play action on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Give to the back. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. He looks that one in nicely. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
17, South Carolina, 7.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Dropping back, it's Fletchboy. Now adjusting. Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down.
The attempted throw is incomplete. It's second down.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Complete downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It's second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Can't quite make the connection there. Might